What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Anthony, the Long Island Fish Guy here, and on today's video I am giving you something that I should have given you guys a long time ago, and that is the red wolffish care guide. So if you've been following along with my channel, I actually purchased this red wolffish that I got when he was very small. He was probably about 3 inches or so and very thin, very skinny. Now he's big, he's beefy, he's aggressive, or looks aggressive. You'll find out a lot more about this fish if you watch this video. If you do have a red wolffish or you're thinking about getting a red wolffish, be sure to drop a comment in the comment section below and I can go ahead and answer your questions for you. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other videos like this. Also, while you're subscribing and clicking that notification bell, be sure to check out my Instagram account. I'll go ahead and drop it in the description below with a link there. But let's hop into this. The red wolffish is also known as the rainbow wolffish as well as the hyphen wolffish. Let's talk a little bit about their environment. The red wolffish is actually from multiple different countries inside of South America. The red wolffish can actually be found in tributaries, marshes, puddles, things like that along the a larger body of water, like a pond or a lake. And the reason why they actually do this is because they like vegetation. They like floating plants, they like being covered. Their tanks and aquariums, they need to have floating plants in them because they'll actually feel a lot more comfortable in their environment. When I first got this fish, I had him in a completely open aquarium with like 1 piece of driftwood. I think I had maybe 1 piece of Anubias in there as well. About a week later, I added floating plants to there and his behavior completely changed. Before I put the plants in there, he was very shy, liked to hide, didn't really come out unless he was only eating. I put the floating plants in there and he was so much more personable. They really won't be comfortable in an aquarium that isn't planted. You really won't get the full essence of the fish and the personality unless there's plants and cover inside the aquarium. Fun fact about this fish is that they actually have adaptive swim bladders, so that they can actually breathe oxygen, which makes sense why they can actually be found in very shallow water. So they can actually travel from body of water to body of water and actually be breathing in oxygen while doing so. But we'll cover that in a little bit. Talking about tank mates, you really shouldn't put anything that could fit inside of its mouth with it. When researching the red wolffish myself, I read that they can actually occasionally take tank mates. When I initially also got my red wolffish, I planned on putting him in my 75 gallon with my Oscar George and a couple of other cichlids. Today, my red wolffish is actually in a 29 gallon aquarium and is with a pleco, a green phantom pleco, and there's really no issues. They've been together for probably about 2 months now, and they really do get along pretty well. There's really no issues between them. If you are gonna go ahead and put your red wolffish with other fish, I would recommend cichlids, big catfish, and plecos. Anything other than that probably won't be successful in the long term. Really stay away from the fancier type fish like stingrays, eels, or even like arowanas. I will suggest this though. Behaviorally, they're probably best to be kept alone unless it's a super heavily planted aquarium. I noticed when I first added in my green phantom pleco into his aquarium that he actually became a little bit shy. He wasn't so personable anymore. When he was in a tank completely by himself, he was very personable. Anytime I'd walk over to the tank and the aquarium, he really warmed up to me and showed a lot of personality and literally was a wet pet. Granted, it has been 2 months now and he truly did go back to his old way of kind of being that very personable fish coming up to the aquarium. Right now he's actually sitting down at the side over here doing exactly that. One pro tip I will definitely go ahead and give you is make sure that you have a very, very tight sealed top on your aquarium. These fish are incredible jumpers, absolutely incredible. They will get through the smallest teeny tiny cracks in your aquarium. I had 2 medium-sized red wolffish separately, and there was literally, I'm not exaggerating, a crack that big that was inside of the aquarium right by the filter, and it jumped out. I came down into my basement and it was in the middle of the floor, dead. I got another one, I replaced it, and by the way, these are rare fish. You kind of can't find them. I happened to get another one and I literally made sure everything was perfect and sealed. It managed to jump through the top. It literally jumped through the lid. This was a very small wolffish. I don't know how it even happened, but it was still alive, put it in the aquarium, and it actually later on died. Then I ordered this one online, and I said to myself, enough is enough. I'm tired of these fish jumping out. I actually put duct tape all along the tops of my aquariums now. I will literally sometimes hear this guy jump and hit the top of the aquarium sometimes. They'll typically do that if they get scared or skittish. So the floating plants, like I said before, will actually assist in stopping the skittishness level. Let's get into the actual size of the fish. The red wolffish will typically get to be between 6 to 8 inches typically. There have actually been fish in the wild that were caught that were as big as 10 inches. Now in regards to actual tank size, I would personally recommend a 29-gallon tank or larger, preferably a 40-gallon breeder. I am going to be moving soon, so I will be upgrading my red wolffish to a 40-gallon breeder very shortly. Temperature-wise, they can take a pretty wide range of temperatures. I would say anywhere between 72 degrees to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In regards to pH, extremely wide range. They really could take anything from 6 to 8. In regards to their diet, some people have actually had some issues getting their red wolffish to eat dried foods. Me personally, I have not. In the wild, red wolffish will actually go ahead and eat things like insects that touch the top of the puddles or small fish that they might come across as well. My red wolffish has literally eaten everything and anything I've ever presented to it. Pellets, floating pellets, frozen shrimp, bloodworms, krill, you name it, he'll eat it. Now the fun fact I was going to tell you about before was the adaptive swim bladders. So what they'll do is they'll actually go ahead and travel through these puddles and big waterways and travel on the ground. When I was actually moving my aquariums to this apartment here from my parents' house, my red wolffish actually jumped out of the bucket. Literally, it was closed. There was a top on there. He still got out of a little tiny crack I didn't close all the way. When he jumped out of the bucket, I opened up the door because he got between the cracks in the door. He actually got onto the floor in the street, and he was moving like a snake. And that's exactly how they'll move from waterway to waterway in the wild, which is pretty incredible. I actually one time caught on camera while in that same exact video of me moving the aquariums, the wolffish jumped out of the net and like sprung forward almost like a slinky or a spring. So they are very cool fish when it comes to jumping. Not cool if you don't have a good top on your aquarium. So definitely invest in a roll of duct tape or make sure you put weights or something along those lines on top of your aquarium. One last thing I will say is please watch out when doing tank maintenance on your aquarium with this fish. They have very, very sharp teeth. My wolffish is actually pretty shy if I'm ever doing aquarium maintenance and stays away from me, but they're lightning quick as well. They're very, very, very fast. And if they do decide to take a bite out of your fingers, they will draw blood. Because their teeth are extremely sharp and there's a lot of them. Let me know what you think about this carrot guide about the red wolffish, rainbow wolffish, hyphen wolffish. If you feel like I am missing any information, definitely feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. I think I covered all my bases here. Also, let me know what your experiences are with keeping red wolffish, or if you're even planning on getting a red wolffish. I do just want to take one quick moment and say shout out to Saltwater Long Island. This is the t-shirt that I'm wearing right here. They're going to be running a pretty cool promo where if you use promo code LIFG, Long Island Fish Guy 20, LIFG 20 on their website, you'll actually get 20% off your order. They have really dope clothing there. I truly love their clothing. The cotton quality is just top notch. You really can't find that anywhere else. They got really great stuff for guys like me and you who like fish keeping, and even if you go fishing. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you did like this video, be sure to subscribe. Check out some of the other content here on my channel. Ding that notification bell if you already subscribed. Most importantly, don't forget to fish on.